Hey, speaking about the Simpson family coming all the way from the coast, a reminder of that 40th anniversary famous Gold Nuggets motocross coming up February next year. If you haven't done motocross on the Nuggets, you haven't been that one. It hasn't been going for 40 years for nothing, folks. It's a cracker event. Turbo Sound will be proud to amp up the volume and looking forward to a big roadie down to the Super South, and should be all on board next year. So check it out, the famous Gold Nugget motocross, because that's exactly what you win, a gold nugget. It's huge. So check it out. The words of Nathan McElwee, the best trophies you ever raced from in New Zealand. Right, 96 are going for it. 96 to get it, Hayden Draper. The man from Karaka on that LMC Husqvarna. Getting away to a Liquid Lightning start out there as well. As we look to 96, 95 in there with Fletcher as well. So and they look to be a little bit further back, unfortunately, on that one. So Fletcher Saunders and a long way back, but it was Hayden Draper that had the advantage ahead of Delton Manson from Declan Piper. Carson Mackey in there, along with Case Tom's already seen Big Bro Cobes in action. He's put his best foot forward in the big 250 class, but it's Case himself, of course, on the 125 in this 12 to 14 years lineup. So he's out there to show his best, going ahead of Zoran Storchina and Seth Morrow back in seventh. Then go to Levi Townley, Ollie Corbin, Maz Park, some of those boys on those big bore little bikes out there to impress as well. So a bit of work for Levi to do. He's been as high as second place in this class, but I tell you what, he's got a challenge on his hands this time. But Seth Morrow, who's been proved to be one of the dominant riders, is further back again. So look out for Seth. He's going to have to pick up his game to try and pick up the better placing. Bring it on with Bailey Motorcyclists and Dismantlers. Proud to be another Aon Insurance super sponsor of our 2022 Junior Nationals.
Picking up where we left off, 12 and 14, 1-2-5. Race 3 of the weekend, halfway stage of the championship for all these classes, and it's starting to get exciting. The 2-1-2, Seth Morrow on the LMC Husqvarna. They're in about 7th or 8th place when they cross the line after the start, but already showing his class. He's out in front there. Got a great start from Delton Manson as well. Carson Mackey, he's up there handy to the pace as well. Plenty to look out for. We've got that smaller bike with the big YZ105 engine in it, with Levi Townley looking about 3rd place for him. But here we go, across the stripe we go, ticking off the first full lap, and it is the 2-1-2 Seth Morrow, and behind him Carson Mackey, then go back to Levi Townley, then with the 96 of Hayden Draper in there, which is a good start. Case Tom's there in 5th place on the Benz Clinton Centre Gas. It's the 941 machine. And Delton Manson down into 6th place, Ollie Corbin up into 7th. Maz is there in 8th place, Luke Nero. That's 9th place, Riley Peris. In 10th place on the 338 machine, Fletcher Saunders, who had a horror start, is already up into 11th place. So look out for Fletcher coming through. We've got Harrison in there as well, Declan Piper in 13th, Benjamin and Reed Gordon rounding out our top 15. Reed, another one of those ones, as well as Lucas Robinson, caught up in a little bit of a whole shot start, horror for them. So plenty of work to do for some of those boys, but massive 12 minutes plus a lap race on the cards. And already a decent 4.2 second advantage out the front. Seth Morrow on that classy LMC Husqvarna. Absolutely flying up the old 100-footer, which is now a little step up back into view. And behind him, great little battle between Carson Mackey and Levi Townley. That's the battle for 2nd place. Levi on that smaller YZ105, but look at that brilliant line selection from the two of them.
So when Seth Morrow went past you on that first lap, Brad, back in about 7th place, bang, within another whole lap, then he can lead them. Levi was well back, bang, he's straight there in 3rd place as well, and doing it on that smaller capacity bike. Missing 20 cc's to those other guys. It's a serious setback, but showing what you can do when you put those big ball kits inside those little bikes, still right up there. But look at that Seth Morrow show, looking pretty cool out there. Oh, absolutely, this is classy, all right. He's already got a massive advantage. It was 4.2 seconds when they crossed the line. It's going to be a little bit more than that this time around, as we see him up Horsepower Hill. Lap 2 in the books. Absolutely fantastic. The 2-1-2 of Seth Morrow. He's there. Then we go to Carson ahead of Levi. That's nothing in that gap. There's less than a second in it as they cross the line. And pretty much comparative for lap times as well. So look out for that battle. That's going to rage on. We've still got a massive 7.5 minutes to go on this one, so barely a third of the way into the moto, and things starting to heat up. So that's the battle for 2nd. Case Tom's up into 4th place ahead of Hayden Draper on the 2nd of the LMC Husqvarna's. Hayden
So good work from Ctas. Now up into 4th place, we've got Dalton Manson running in a good 6th place. Ollie Corbin, Maz Parks and Riley Pierce at 7, 8 and 9. Then Luke Nehru running at our top 10 with Fletcher Saunders staying in 11th. Harrison Finlay, Reed Gordon, Lucas Robinson 14th and Soren Staudinger rounding out the 15 runners going on at the moment. So this is good. Now Bailey Motorcycles and this man lives 12 to 14 years, 1-2-5 racing. And Seth Morrow, 7-second lead already, and he keeps continuing to stretch it out. The battle for 2nd place, there's nothing in that. There was less than a second when they crossed the line, and now Levi going to climb. Just going to get it next to Carson. He's not going to quite get to the corner first. Makes the decision to go on the outside, and he's lost a few bike lengths there. So advantage Carson Mackey in that little battle, but definitely knows that Levi's got the speed. So we'll keep an eye on that one there. That's a great little fight. We've got Ctas, who's now got ahead of Hayden, like we said when they crossed the line. He's got a good little gap now back to 5th place. So a comfy ride in 4th place on the 941 machine. And then we've got back to Hayden, who's got Dalton, Ollie and Maz all in there in a great little group. So check out that one there. That's 6th, 7th and 8th place on the racetrack. And a phenomenal little battle going on there. So we'll look at our race leader crossing the finish line. It is about half race distance right now. So 6 minutes to go plus 1 lap. And Seth Morrow. Then we go back to the 12 and the 26. There was less than a second when they crossed the line. It's now 0.9, so it remains about the same sort of gap. So check that out. But the big mover in there, Ctas, is actually a little bit quicker than those two ahead of him as well. So maybe Ctas can try and reel them in and get into this fight. That would be exciting for the fans. He's still in 4th place, and then go back to Hayden Draper, Dalton Mawson. Maz Parks ahead of Ollie Corbin, so 7th and 8th swap round. Riley Pierce comes through ahead of Luke Nehru there at 11th. And then we have a look at Harrison, who's there in about 13th now with Lucas Robinson going up. And then look to Soren there in 14th. So it's all on here, plenty of action on the track. 24 runners still remaining in 12 to 14 years, 1-2-5, really good numbers. And so far 2 from 2 for Seth Morrow, and he continues to dominate. 9.4 seconds the gap when they cross the line. We've got that battle for 2nd place side by side up the step up, and I think Levi might have done it. There's a lap rider to contend with, but I think it's going to stay with Levi. I think a 2nd place change has been made. Well done for Levi Townley. He gets that beautiful Method Moto YZ105 squared up nicely and gets out of the corner, and now we've got Levi Townley up into awesome 2nd place. Carson there, he will stay in 3rd place. We go back to 4th place, which is still Ctas on that Viet Collision Centre. Gas, well done to Case. We've got Dalton Manson, a good 6th place for Dalton Maz, and Ollie with Fletcher, and now up into 9th place, putting a bit of pressure on those two as well. So it's exciting here as we check out our race leader. Up Horsepower Hill, taking off yet another lap in style. Continues to lap consistently in those 154, 155 margins, so just showing how in control he is at the moment. But now the man is in 2nd place, Levi Townley. This is awesome. And flying up Horsepower Hill. Then we go back to the 12 of Carson Mackey, who's now in 3rd place. Ctas remains in 4th place, but Dalton Manson is coming for him. So, in fact, there was a 2:03 that time for Case, so he lost a little bit of time to the guys in front of him, and Dalton has closed in that gap. So look out for 4th and 5th place. Can Case hang on? We're talking about him reeling in the two ahead of him now. He's got to play defensive. And keep an eye on Dalton, who's doing a wonderful job there in 5th place. Maz Parks up into 6th now, ahead of Hayden Draper. So those two boys on the big block, small bikes, swapping places. Well done to Maz Parks. This is an awesome result for him on the pro circuit. Team Green Kawasaki KX112. 6th place, 7th, Hayden Draper. Ollie Corbin remains in 8th place, but he's got about a 6-second buffer back to Fletcher Saunders, who is 9th, and Riley Pierce remains the man in 10th place. So the clock has about 2.5 minutes left on it until the white flag comes out. So our race leader at the moment starting to head down the A on triple section down the back straight. Absolutely flying. He's been in absolute control of this class. He also double classes is in the 14 to 16 years 254 stroke class, where he's running a good respectable 3rd place in that one. This one here. has been all class. Seth Morrow on the 212. Great to catch up with Seth and his exploits in Australia a couple of weeks ago, where he got a nice top 6 result on his 254 stroke. So congratulations to him on his endeavours, and this future star from Invercargill, where we will be for his home at the Sandpit in April of next year for the 2023 New Zealand Junior Motocross Championships. That's going to be fantastic. So Seth Morrow from Invercargill ticks off yet another lap, and with about a minute and 40 seconds left on the clock, that would expire when he comes around. So keep an eye on that one there. So 2 laps to go now for the man Seth Morrow. Go to the update, and it is still Levi Townley, who's now got a 4.5 second advantage between him and Carson Mackie. So Levi worked hard, got himself into second place, and now keeps stretching that advantage out. Brilliant stuff from young Levi on the Method Moto Lamayu Fox Yamaha New Zealand machine. It's brilliant to see. Carson there, he's on the number 12 machine, the man from the Waikato. And then we look back at Case Toms, who's only got half a second gap between him and Dalton Manson. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. That's 4th and 5th place. So they've been going for it for about a lap and a half now. We're going to keep an eye on it. There's Dalton Manson, the real late race charger. He's lapping in the 159s that last time around, so he's almost the same as our front 3 leader riders. So check out this man here on a mission, Dalton Manson on the 103 machine from Rotorua STM Mechanical Engineering and Patterson O'Connor Motorcycles on board. We're looking to push through and break into the top 4. We'll keep an eye on him as we catch up our race leader over the wall jump and heading back around the whole shot start line. Fantastic performance so far. He's got the white flag ready and waiting. This will be him coming around and heading up Horsepower Hill, absolutely ready. The 212, Seth Morrow, white flag out, 1 to go, and he has a comfy margin, so looking good at the moment. Then we go back to the 26 of Levi Townley. Brilliant stuff. So the gap, 8.2 seconds between first and second. That looks pretty comfy for Seth, but the gap out from Levi to Carson, that's the one we're going to keep an eye on, because he stretched that out. That's almost at 9 seconds now. So 9 seconds between second and third. And then we can see Dalton Manson, he has got up into 4th place. So well done to him, and he's got a 3.5 second lead over Case Tom. So Dalton ahead of Case. Then we look at Maz Parks, who's hanging on to 6th place. He's got a hard-charging Hayden Draper and Fletcher Saunders tucked in behind him, so he's got to hang on there for one more lap. It'll be an awesome top 6 result for the man on the Team Green Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Maz Parks on the 259. We then up to Ollie Corbin. He's in 9th place ahead of Riley Paris. Go back to Reed Gordon. Update for Reed in 11th place. Lucas Robinson, Soren Salinger. That's 13th. Harrison Finlay, Declan Piper. And then we go to Benjamin. He's there in 16th place for Benjamin Allen. Matthew Bell is the one in 17th. Michaela Griffiths, good work there in 18th place. Vander Johnston and Trent Hewitt rounding out our top 20 in our 24 strong field of 12 to 14 years, 125s. As we look out for our race leader coming through the rollers section and onto the wall. It's been a flawless performance. Got himself about 7th or 8th when they started this race. Quickly got himself into the lead and has never looked back. He's coming over the tail jump now for the final time. 2 race wins so far this weekend. About to make it a 3rd, maximum points so far. The 212 of Seth Morrow on the LFC Husqvarna. Checkers is out, and he is well and truly in command of this championship now at the moment. 3 races, 3 race wins. Then we look to Levi. This is going to be magic. He got a second here yesterday. He's going to back that up again and grab himself another 22 championship points for 2nd place. That's a fantastic result for Levi on that YZ105. Then we go back to 3rd place. That will stay with Carson Mackie. So well done to Carson. And then we go to Dalton Manson. Dalton is in there in 4th place ahead of Case Tom, so that's 4th and 5th in the book. Then we go to Maz Parks. He will come home in 6th place on the Alpine Stars Pro Circuit Kawasaki Team Green machine. Then having a look at our man in 7th place, Hayden Draper does hang on ahead of Fletcher Saunders, so that's 7th and 8th place. Then we look to Ollie Corbin. Well done to Ollie. He comes home in 9th. We're looking out for the 338. There it is for Riley. Good top 10. Some more quality championship points coming in. Riley Pierce on the 338. Looking to the 333 of Lucas Robinson. He was one of those ones who was caught up in the crash in the first corner. So to come back and grab himself 11th place, that's pretty good. Sorry, down there in 12th on the 608 machine. And then we look to the 71. And that will be Harrison Finlay coming through. Great 13th place for him. And 14th still out on track, Declan Piper, and in behind him. And 15th place, Reed Gordon. That's a wrap of our electric 12 to 14 years 125, brought to us by Bailey Motorcyclists and Mandlin.